This bottle cap looked very sus to me, so I decided to turn it into Master Chief from Among Us. Or was it Halo? You know what? Let's do both. And I'm also going to put him in cryo sleep using a bottle and using resin to encase him forever. Let's do this!
Find your own hiding place! Monsters are everywhere! Hello!
So the first thing I did was make Master Chief, Mr. 117 himself. I found this bottle cap that just reminded me of him, a very sus version of him. And I've got this slug thing, and I think that could work out as his lovely little bum. His little sus little lovely bum there. So I specifically bought this slug thing for this because I knew I could take these sections apart and find the right size for his little bit. And even now he's already looking like an Among Us character, just Master Chief style. All I need to do is give him legs, hands and some... Oh man, I've just realised I've lost recordings of me making the hands and feet. But not always lost, we can just skip past those bits and just make the rest of him and show you how I paint. And I've got the cryo sleep to do, so there's still stuff to watch. Don't lose interest yet. So for those of you that are still watching, I gave him some legs, cool hand things that are pointing like it's you're the sus one, backpack and some manly pecs. I gotta admit, it's put me in a weird spot losing that many clips, but we're gonna keep strong, go ahead and make the cryo sleep using this bottle. So the first thing I did was saw off the top head bit, cleaned it up a bit, then I used this jar lid as, well, a lid. But I need a lot more detail than that, so I've got a baby bottle lid and a fruit shoot cap. Oh yeah, that's detail. Also put a hole in the lid, so I was hoping that light would come through and hit that bottle cap and light the bottle cap, because I'm not going to paint too much on that. And also made some holes on the sides for some pipes. Whoa. So now I wanted these pipes to go into some sort of canister with maybe some liquid hydrogen or something inside to freeze the Master Chief. So to do that I used a baby syringe from a cowpole thing. I have loads of them because I do have a daughter, and yes, put those all together. They look pretty good. But then after that I scratched everything with sandpaper or a little blade, roughed it up for glue and paint to be easier grabbed on that shiny surface. Now it's time for the base, which is the coolest thing I've made, a hexagon. I made a hexagon base. I'm just gonna speedrun me making it. Drawing it is actually a lot easier than you think. Go search it up, try it yourself, it's actually quite fun. But yes, once that's done, we're done and we're ready for paint up. So now it's time for painting. I want to talk about this a lot more than I normally do. Normally I skim past it with some music, but this time I'm going to go through it with all you. But at the moment we've primed it with white primer. This gives us a lot better time when painting. So when I first start painting, I get the deepest parts first. So I'm going in with this grey because he's got this suit on. So I'm getting all those suit bits done. So after that I worked on his visor, which is an orangey gold colour. So first I put orange down. While that was drying I did the green on his body, put a first layer on that. Then I went in with that gold colour on that visor again, and that made it pop. Cleaned up all the rest of it and that was Master Chief done. Oh, and added in that 117 on his chest plate. Can't forget that, man. Now for the cryo sleep, all I did was paint it a silver steel colour. And this was the first time I used stickers to seal off an area I didn't want to paint. This worked out pretty well, but it did leave some sticky marks on there, which I'm just going to call ice from freezing him. That is my way of getting around that. Now this shade colour makes this figure look almost real by putting a lot more detail and years on it. Makes it look dirty, all the creases pop up, and this is definitely a step you cannot miss. I completely forgot to mention this part. I made this with a MP3 player and a super glue pot. I completely forgot to talk about it. I'm doing very good on this video, But any holes that I filled up, I used blue tack and super glue technique. If you don't know where that is, come on man, it was in my last 3 videos. You really got to start watching my videos right now. Go back and watch everything I make. Oh, and I just wanted to ask, has anyone actually seen my LED play button YouTube named resin table that I made? This was such a big video, it was a milestone for me. It was my dream to make it, and ever since after that I've been making FNAF videos and all this cool stuff. So if you haven't seen it, it's like a big part of my life, so I hope you can go and check it out if you haven't. And also press that subscribe, like, and maybe even share to a friend if they like Halo and Among Us. Come on man, help me out here. But anyway, now that that's done, it's time for some resin, so cue the music and let's do this. Thank you all so much for making it to the end of this video. If you did, please leave a comment saying bubbly, because this video did not work out. I think it was cursed. I lost clips. The resin came out bubbly, which was not by purpose. I think it looks alright though, but when you think about it,
I'm only human. I made a resin mistake.
bling 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 bling. Ha! Don't quit your day job, kid.